Hello everybody, my name is Heidi. I do a weekly show once a week, usually Thursday evenings. And today we are talking about tattoos in the workplace, how they have affected you in your life, your personal life, what kinds of jobs you guys hold right now. Are you tattooed? Does your workplace like your tattoos, or are you discriminated against because of them? I currently am a hairstylist. I've been a hairstylist for the last 10 years, and I'm fortunate enough to have a job where I can be super tattooed. So it's pretty awesome. If you have not gotten my info in the description box, this is me. You can find me on Facebook, on Instagram, pretty much everywhere, Twitter. What else am I on? Basically everything. So yeah. I have had jobs in the past. Actually, basically almost all my jobs, it's been pretty okay. They've been okay with me having tattoos. So ironic enough, I worked in a tanning salon when I was like 21. I had a couple tattoos. I didn't really start getting super tattooed until, I don't know, maybe like 5 years ago. So yeah, so I want to find out from you guys what kinds of jobs you guys have, and are you tattooed? Let's hear it. Thank you, Michael. MySpace. I don't twerk, sorry. I don't even know how. I wonder, do you, when you work at a casino, Stace, I'm gonna assume it's Stacy, do you have to cover up your tattoos with, like, do you have to wear all black? Do you have to wear, like, button-ups? Hello. No, I'm not. No, I'm gonna be 30. It's crazy. I'm gonna be 30. I will be 30 in May 22nd, so I am a Gemini. Thank you, David. Oh, that sucks, Mike. I thought that if you work construction that you can have as many tattoos as you possibly want. Is there truth to that? Yeah, man. Nice. Yeah, I would say that a lot of people, or men I know, even women in the military, they spend what it seems like all their money on tattoos and cars, vehicles, automobiles. Oh, that's awesome, Melissa. Melissa says she is completely tattooed and she's an assistant teacher to an autistic kiddos. Bravo. That's awesome. Receptionist at a hotel. Yeah, you gotta look super professional for that. You're like the front man for everything. All the customers and guests and clients see you first, so you have a responsibility to your establishment to look as professional as possible. And do me a favor, you guys, if you like this video, and if you want your other friends who are also tattooed to know about this video, reshare this video and like it so that they can watch it, because this is all about tattoos in the workplace. Are they okay? Does your family like them? Currently on your way to get more ink. Also, I am going to be asking you guys what you think I should talk about each week, what you guys think some good themes and some good ideas for topics are. So if you have a good idea for a topic that I should talk about with you guys, shoot me a message on my Facebook page, email me, and I will take those into consideration for when I go live next week. Ooh. John, you're a painter for a major company. What do you paint? The building? Do you paint the insides? The outsides? Oh my gosh. Ralph, I'm from Alaska. Ah! Crazy. Yeah, for anybody asking or wondering, I grew up in Fairbanks, Alaska. Very small. I think there was only about one tattoo shop. There was one tattoo shop when I lived there, and it was formerly called Good Karma Tattoo. I don't know if they changed the name or moved it or closed it. I'm not really sure. I will be going back to Fairbanks, Alaska in late June. I'm super excited about that. Ah! It fell! Sorry, guys. Sorry, Gabe. Whoop. I have a little bit of makeup on, but you're sweet. Oh, Kenneth says he's a correctional officer and has both arms fully sleeved and on my neck. They let you have tattoos on your neck as a correctional officer? I didn't know that. I would think that if you worked in a prison or a jail, or if you were, excuse me, a correctional officer and you had visible tattoos, it might conflict with inmates that are there that are also tattooed or gang related. Like, that could be a scary situation for you, so take care of yourself. And if you are new to the conversation, I'm not sure if the description box has it up above yet, but we are talking about tattoos in the workplace. We are talking about how they have affected you, how they have affected your family, how they have affected your workplace in general. If your employees or your boss or your coworkers like them, or if you are discriminated against, let's hear it. I have skin left to tattoo. I've got like a whole arm. If I lift my arm up like this, I have like a whole arm. So, I have no idea. A lot of people are asking me how many tattoos I have. I don't know. I've been getting tattooed for about 12 years. So I really have no idea how many tattoos I have. I would consider this one tattoo right here. I've got a ton on my back, like I almost have like the upper back all done. I don't have any on my ribs. I have one on my hip. Here, I'll give you guys a little tiny tour here. So we got my legs. This one was done by Derek Ward. This one was done by Derek Ward. He is not tattooing right now. He's just doing art. He's selling his art right now. This one was done by the only female I've ever had tattoo me, and I later had to have later had to have Derek go back over it because it just wasn't good. This is my favorite tattoo, done by Dustin Kendig at Ronin Living Art Studio here in Portland, Oregon. I love this. And I think down here I want to get Spike from Gremlins or Tiffany from Child's Play. And then, this is my Skeksis that I had tattooed by Josh Oshier. I think he lives in Florida. This is done by Derek Ward. Derek Ward. I have my butt done. It's kind of hard to show you guys. This was previously a cover-up of a really shitty tattoo done when I was very young. Derek Ward did this. He did this. He did this. He did this. Derek Ward did primarily all my legs. Is that it? Yeah, and then right down there. It's kind of hard to get to all of it. And then I had Bob Jones do this one. He is in Portland, Oregon. Ugh. I had Joseph Hefts do this one. Bob Jones did this up here. Derek Ward did this. Derek Ward did this. Bob Jones did my 2 hands. Derek Ward did my whole left sleeve. Let's see. Bob Jones did mostly on my chest. This was my very first tattoo that I've ever gotten by Christian Lies in Fairbanks, Alaska. That was my first tattoo on my 18th birthday, just so anyone is curious. Derek Ward did this. It says Blessing in Disguise. Bob Jones did this. It's here. Bob Jones also did my rose. Derek Ward did the right side of my throat. I don't have any on my ribs, cause fuck that. Sorry, I'm trying to keep this. Let's see. Dustin Kendig did this. It's inspired by a David Garcia piece, an amazing black and gray artist. I'm gonna try and get to all of it here. This was done by Bob Jones. This is a very special one. This is my only memorial piece. This was my boyfriend of 5 years who passed away. Another great reason to get a tattoo. And then I have a pirate ship on the center of my back. That was one of my first tattoos, and it was done at my friend's apartment upstairs when I was like 18, when I moved to Phoenix. He had his only tattoo artist actually come over, and he said, "What do you want?" And I was like, "I don't know. I'm 18. I don't know shit." So that's the tattoo walkthrough. I don't really do that a lot on here. I feel like I should. Because I have so many tattoos, and I don't know. There's so many. There's just so many. Anyways, so if you're just tuning in, I feel like a broken record, but we are talking about tattoos in the workplace. We are talking about how they have affected you and your personal life. Do you have kids? Do your kids love tattoos? Do they love your tattoos? Does your boss hate your tattoos? You have Stewie on your leg. I love it. And if you do like this video and you think somebody else would enjoy it, go ahead and reshare this video for me. Like it. Pass it on to your friends. Share this video with somebody you know who's super tattooed or has tattoos in the workplace and you know they have to hide them, because that shit sucks. I'm a hairstylist, so I don't have to hide any of my tattoos. It's nice. And it's okay, Heem it, because I haven't read any of the negative stuff. And even when I do see negative stuff on here, I don't pay it attention. I don't really give it attention, because that's all they want. Usually I think when people are negative, it's either because they're envious, they're jealous, or they're upset somewhere. They're upset with themselves somehow, and so they feel the need to tear down others and be mean and rude, and sometimes that makes people feel good, but I would say that those are really ugly people. So I don't got friends like that at all. And yeah, I can tell you that growing up, both of my parents, they don't have tattoos. My dad is. So I grew up in a very religious background. I still have my faith, all of that. My dad is definitely more old school and traditional than my mom. But it's not like they ever like hated tattoos. I did tell my mom when I was getting closer to 18 that I wanted to get a tattoo, and she said, well, as long as you're paying for it and as long as you're 18, then that's fine. So come my 18th birthday, I worked at this car wash, and I saved up all the money, and I went down to the tattoo shop, and I got tattooed, and the tattoo was over, and I couldn't find my wallet, so I misplaced all of my money, and so my mom had to come down, and my mom had to pay for the whole thing. So we still laugh about it today. It's hilarious. Yes, my tattoos, some of my tattoos have a story, some of them don't. I don't really think it's necessary to have a story with every single tattoo. I think if you like something, you think it's pretty, then get it. Why not? Why not? Thank you. Oh man, dude, I just stood up and did a whole tattoo tour. That's a lot of work. If you want to see my tattoo tour, just scroll back and you can check it out. Or you can check out my Instagram. Because I have, it's backwards. Because I have all of my, I got all my modeling photos there. Also, Inked Mag is coming out with their own type of platform for models. It's called Is My Girl. I will be on it, Is My Girl. Basically, it is a platform for models to use to put all of their modeling photos, their videos, selfies, like whatever. So if you want to follow me there, I believe my link will be HeidiLavon.ismygirl.com. So yeah. I'm just reading. I actually went to my eye appointment yesterday, and I'm going to be getting glasses soon, so I'm not like squinting. Sorry. My first tattoo was this one. This is, I have Falcor from the Neverending Story on my chest. And he is holding a Sacred Heart tattoo-y kind of deal. Tattoo-y thing. Are your beasts? No, my breasts are not tattooed. I wouldn't get my boobs tattooed. That's not what I want to do. If somebody else wants to get their boobs tattooed, that's cool. That's what they want. If that's going to make them happy in their life, then more power to them. I'm all about that. If something makes someone happy, then let them do it. As long as it's not a completely, utterly ridiculous idea, then that's great. I love that. Ryan Dampman said he is a registered nurse in an ER. Tons of tattoos. Tons of tattoos, and none are allowed to be exposed or shown at work. So everyone is shocked when they see all his tattoos. Yeah, that's exciting stuff. It's kind of nice when nobody can see all of your tattoos, and you talk to somebody for the first time, and you can kind of gauge like how they're like perceiving you. And a lot of the time, people are super nice when they first see you, and then the second they find out that you're tattooed, it's like they think you're the scum of the earth, and I don't get that. This is 2017. Like, a lot of people are wearing, they're wearing their art on their skin, you know? It's like, why buy a house? Just get your body tattooed. Still having trouble with my migraines. No, actually, my migraines are doing very well. For anybody who's super curious, I have super intense, crazy, bad migraines, and I get Botox injections for my migraines. I went from over 20-something migraine days to about 10. It's helped me quite a bit. Hello. Well, a lot of people don't like tattoos, but I would say it's becoming more and more accepted. Just reading. My most recent tattoo. Oh, my most recent tattoo is that. And if you guys aren't aware on who Joseph Hefs is, he's on here, like, live tattooing, like, basically every single day. He actually tattooed my right butt cheek in Pasadena back in January on a Saturday, and it was like the busiest day at the convention, and I was like, oh my gosh, I felt pretty exposed, but everyone made me feel quite comfortable, so I'm very happy about that, thankful. Yes, it's amazing. And if you're just joining, we are talking about tattoos in the workplace, how they have affected you at work, obviously. What does your family think about them? Do you have children? Do your children want to get tattoos when they grow up? What does everyone think? Actually, the date piercing, there is no proven... I have a friend who used to work at a piercing shop, and she told me that she would have to... Her and the owner had to turn away... Ooh, sorry, guys. Had to turn away quite a few many people telling them that they can't give them this piercing, and then basically, what's the word, guarantee that it's going to take their migraines away. That's like a whole other like can of worms. I talk about migraines a lot because I'm one of those people that have them and experience them, and they suck. And I'm not talking about just like a headache. I'm talking like puke and stay home and put like dozens of curtains up because everything is too bright out. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. Oh, and my eyebrows. Somebody just said something about eyebrows. I don't know if that was rude or not. I'm not even gonna like get into that, but my eyebrows are tattooed. They're microbladed. I wonder... Here, I'll use my fingernail. You can see my hair strokes. Look at this. Crazy. I actually had, I went live here on the Inked Mag page, I don't know, maybe 4 months ago, right before I had my eyebrows tattooed, microbladed. My microbladist name is Erica Brown, and she works at Viva La Brow here in Portland, Oregon. She's amazing. I'm very happy with my microbladed / tattooed eyebrows. So if anybody has any questions about that, I would send her a message. You can find her on Instagram and Facebook. So I want to find out from you guys what kinds of jobs you guys have. And are you tattooed? And you have to hide them. Julie says, my son has tattoos and my mother does not like them at all, but it's my skin and I will get tattoos. It's my artwork. That's true. It's like it's only a matter of time before they just like wake up and they wake up and get it. It's like, it doesn't matter what they say to you, you're going to get tattooed, whether they like it or not. Christina says she is a woman welder. She has tattoos everywhere. Woo! And they are accepted in my workplace, obviously. That's awesome. I would think that if you are in any sort of, I don't know what you would call that, construction, if you work on cars, if you're a mechanic, welding, professions like that, I would assume that having tattoos in that workplace would be okay. But you never know. Sometimes there's a workplace like that just they don't want it. They just don't accept it. That sucks. Oh. That's cool. Clayton says they are a mental health support worker in the UK. And we can have as many tattoos as we want. That is awesome. No hiding them there. Concrete, 13 tattoos, have more plans. Also, I want to find out from you guys what you think or what you guys would like to ask me come next week or next time I go live. I would love to take some suggestions for topics to talk about. If you guys have any questions or if you think you have a specific topic that would be awesome to talk about, shoot me a message. Either on Instagram, or Facebook. All of my details should be above. Or if you don't catch that, you can go ahead and screenshot this. Oh, that's backwards. You can go ahead and screenshot this. Boop. Yes. I'm not, Stuart, I'm not sure if you meant bakers or bankers. I'm just reading. Yeah, a lot of people definitely take a look at the cover and judge way too hard before opening the book up, or opening up a conversation with the person. So that happens a lot. I admit, like, I'm human. Sometimes I even do that. It's not like I want to do that, but I'm just reading. The last tattoo I had done was actually my right butt cheek. Boop. I just showed it a little bit earlier. Some of it. And I have the video of getting this tattooed back here by Joseph when I was in California a couple of months ago. It's on my Instagram if you want to go check out the movie. It's pretty funny. Yeah, you know what my dad always said is my dad, this is what my dad says, and I'm pretty sure my dad still says this. My dad says, or he has said, you're pretty, why would you go and put tattoos on your body? I mean, my dad is, how old is my dad? My dad's 64, so he was born in like the 50s, right? It's like born in like 1951 or something. So in the 50s and 60s, maybe they didn't see a lot of tattoos. There was a ton of military. I think the only people that were really tattooed in the workplace were people in the military. I feel like the military brought that in. I mean, it even goes way back into ancient times. Like, I know, I'm not disregarding that. But I am saying, like, in the 50s and the 60s, I think a lot of the people that actually wore tattoos in the workplace or in general were people in the military. So, and if you take a look back, I think you can just go Google it. There's like women with tons of little tattoos all over the place. I think the only space on their body that they didn't cover was their throat and their hands. Ironically enough, I don't even have my knuckles done. I do know what I want to get on them, but I haven't done it yet. One of the most painful tattoos I have had was actually on my fingers. This sucked, and my nail popped up. But yeah, getting your fingers tattooed sucks. Bad. Talk about old versus new generation. Oh, man, that's a good topic. And I'm just going to repeat myself again. If you're just joining in on the conversation, my name is Heidi. You may know me from my modeling, maybe from my social media presence, whatever. My job right now is hair. So I've been doing hair for 10 years. I can definitely be tattooed in my workplace. So we're here to talk about tattoos in the workplace, period. What kind of tattoos you guys have, what kind of jobs you guys have. So go ahead and leave a comment below. Let me know what kind of job you have. Let me know if your workplace is okay with it. I'd like to know also, how does it affect your family life? Do you have children? Do your children like the tattoos? Did they want them when they grow up? I don't have any kids, so I can't really talk about that. Ooh, you just had your hand tattooed. Ooh. You know, the chest wasn't so bad for me. I had my whole entire chest done. A lot of people will be like, oh my gosh, the sternum. It really wasn't bad. Like, it wasn't bad at all. But everybody's different. On my knuckles, I want Almighty. Like Heidi Almighty. And I want it like super huge and super gangstery. Like, that's what I want. Thank you so much. My hairstylist is super awesome. Her name is Tiffany Lewis. She works out of Kel's Beauty in the Hollywood District in Portland, Oregon. Yeah. The longest tattoo session I have had close to 10 hours. And yeah. You know, after a certain amount of time, it's like I can't do any more. I don't think your body can either. Your skin, everything just starts to get super painful. and I think your skin just your skin gets way too chewed up. So I feel like probably like at 4 or 5 hours is like, that's like my tap out. And thank you for everyone who keeps resharing this video. I do see from time to time little bars that pop up telling me who's shared it, how many times, how many comments are on here. If you do enjoy this video, do me a favor and like it, reshare it, and leave a comment below and tell me and Inked Mag what your job is and how how tattoos have affected you at your job and in the workplace in general. I'm just reading. It's a shame I can't have music on, because I'd love that. But I definitely think it's like a copyright infringement problem. Ooh, scar cover-ups. Does anybody have any tattoos over scars? Ooh. I'm just reading. Also, I haven't picked it up yet, but I am in the current issue of Inked Mag with Ryan Ashley on the cover. She is the first female artist to win Ink Masters. Congratulations, Ryan. You are amazing. If you guys have seen her work, you'd know how amazing she is. Anyway, she's on the cover of it, and I'm in there with a few other ladies, including Jordan Ryder. She's awesome. She usually goes on Mondays, and I've got mad respect for her. She's a really cool lady. I just wish she didn't live so far away. What inspires me for my tattoos? I was saying it earlier. You don't have to have a reason, and you don't have to have a story to go with your tattoos. I know that just sounds so fly by the skirt of your seat kind of thing. But yeah, I don't understand how people overthink getting tattooed. If you think something looks cool or it's pretty, or you think it's funny, or if you love tacos, go get a taco tattoo. Why not? Oh my gosh. Ran over by a minivan. I'm so sorry, Michael. I didn't know that. That sounds painful. And thank you. I like my hair too. Hello. And for any newcomers here, we are talking about tattoos in the workplace. Go ahead and leave me a comment. Let me know what kind of job you have. How your job has been how accepting they are of your tattoos. Kisses from Brazil. Kisses back. So I just tattoo anything I like, or do you think a while before getting it? You know, some of the tattoos I have, I've thought about for a long time, and others I was like, that's great, let's do it. Honestly, a couple of months ago when I went to go get my right butt cheek tattooed, I had no idea what I was going to get tattooed on my butt cheek until actually Joseph drew it up. And mine was the biggest one, of course, because my ass cheek is so big. But it's a giant jellyfish. And when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, it's so awesome. So I didn't even know what I was going to get tattooed. And sometimes you just have to do it like that. I think if you overthink, like me, because I'm an overthinker, and you overanalyze me, I overanalyze, then you don't get anything done, and I think you get too caught up in what's going to happen rather than focus on the present. So I have to remind myself a lot about that, like constantly, all the time. Brody says, there's no reason behind, and if there's a reason behind people's tattoos, it's nobody's business. I mean, if somebody chooses to to say, hey, it's your business, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to get or whatever, then that's obviously their choice. If they want to keep it to themselves, sure, but that person has to expect that after they get that tattoo done, people are going to ask, what inspired you to get this tattoo, and what is your tattoo? People are going to ask all the time, you know? I think when people get tattooed, it's like they almost want to engage people in conversation. They want to communicate with other people about, you know, how they feel about it, or, you know, what inspired them to get that particular tattoo. So, you know. Yes, it was Joseph from Reverend. He tattooed my butt cheek. And it's awesome. Yes, I have. Somebody asked me if I have used a numbing agent for my tattoos. Absolutely. Absolutely. I was getting tattooed sober for 10 years without any sort of numbing agent. I have absolutely, I have earned the right to use something like that to help me with my pain. I will tell you a couple of reasons why that's beneficial. Number one is you will sit longer and your tattoo artist will not hit you in the face because they don't want you squirming around all over the place when you get tattooed. Number 2 or 3, I don't know if that was 2 or 3. Number 2 or 3, some of the things in the numbing agents are beneficial to your recovery or to your skin's recovery. No, I'm not a tattoo artist, I understand. But I can say that with my tattoos and me using numbing agents, I haven't had anything bad happen to me at all. If anything, my tattoos are super bright. None of them are chewed up except for my hands because I had an allergic reaction to Sharpie. That is the only reason. Other than that, I've had fantastic results. So don't let anybody give you shit about that. If you feel like you're going to be able to sit longer and not piss your tattoo artist off, which is great, and if to not hurt, obviously, then why not? You know? If anybody tells you you're a pussy, you're actually not. You're actually, like, doing yourself and the tattoo artist a favor. P.S. Johnny says, my husband / boyfriend, James Ramsey, but he's my boyfriend, thank you, it's a real inspiration. Yes, James inspires me all the time, so thank you. Also, if you were just joining in, we are talking about tattoos in the workplace. I feel like I keep saying that over and over, but that's okay. My name is Heidi. I do a weekly segment every week. A lot of the time I feel like I just wing it, but I really want to start coming up with more topics to talk about. So do me a favor, do Inkbag a favor, message me, DM me on Instagram or Facebook, and send me some ideas to talk about, and I will think about choosing some ideas to talk about, some topics, because I would like to keep it fresh, freshy fresh. And if you enjoy this video, and you want your friends to watch it, go ahead and reshare it and like this video. I'm just reading. Costa Rica. Thank you, Michael. Whoa! Scott says he's a CEO of a big company in Vegas and he's covered in ink. What? That's crazy. So you, I assume, are a boss and you have a ton of employees. What do they think? And do you allow them to have tattoos at your place of establishment? Oh, and this really makes me crazy. These aren't gauges. The gauge is the size. This is a plug or jewelry. Get it right. No, I don't. I'm pretty sure the other ink girls don't put music on. That's like a no-no. It's like a super no-no. And if they do, they shouldn't be. I gotta follow some rules, you guys. Somebody asked me what I did before I did hair. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm gonna drop some hard truths for you guys. So I'm from Alaska. I'm from Fairbanks, Alaska, to be super specific. So my family has owned Quiznos in Fairbanks, Alaska for the past 15 plus years. So we always had two stores. We're the sandwich princesses. That's what my friends would always laugh with me about. So we, like, on lunch in high school, we would, like, go on lunch and, like, drive over to Quiznos, eat a bunch of free food, and then we would leave. It's awesome. Like, and I think now that I'm gonna be 30, I appreciate it so much more, and I think it's hilarious. Anyways, so when I was like 15, 16, my mom made me work there. I didn't make the sandwiches, I had to wrap them. So I'll tell you what, it was a very humbling experience. I think a lot of people, even a lot of you guys, probably your first job was in the food industry. Leave me a comment and let me know if your first job was in the food industry, and what food industry was it? Were you a server? Did you work at Taco Bell? Did you work at McDonald's? I am not above that. You know what I mean? Like, and I think anybody who carries that type of, like, attitude is just shitty. It's like if anything is going to humble you, that kind of experience will humble you. And it will make you appreciate the dollar. It'll make you appreciate earning money, and the it'll just make you humbled. Let's just say that. So my very first job was working at Quiznos, food industry. That's what it was. After that, where did I work next? Oh, after that, I worked at a car wash, and it was called Splash and Dash in Fairbanks, Alaska. It's still there. I think there's 2 locations. Okay, this is great. So, and I think I worked there for, like, since I was 17 and 18. And I earned up all of the money to go get my first tattoo that I was talking about earlier on my 18th birthday. And so that's what I did. And then as soon as I got my tattoo and I turned 18, I left Fairbanks, Alaska, and I moved to Phoenix, Arizona, where then I worked at, where did I work at? I worked at like a trade secret salon. I was not a stylist yet, you guys. I was a beauty advisor. So, that's what I did. I sold a bunch of product and I made appointments. That's what I did. Still, yes, another humbling experience. And then I got into a shit ton of trouble. I'm not gonna lie. Got into a shit ton of trouble when I was like 19. So then I moved back to Alaska to get my shit together. Drugs are bad, okay? Don't do drugs. They just fucking wreck your life. Anyways, so then after that, I moved to Anchorage, Alaska, and I went to hair school. And I think I was like 20. I was like 20. And then I met the dude of my dreams, at the time. And then I moved to New York. And then I worked at a salon, more salons, in Long Island, New York. And another humbling experience, I was a shampoo girl. So I had to do all the bitch work. I had to do the shampooing, and I had to run errands for all the clients, and I had to go buy their bratty ass kids food. And then after that, I moved to Oregon, and I've been in Oregon ever since. That's a long story. Sorry about that, you guys. Anyways, if you're just catching this now, I'm gonna repeat it again. If you're just catching this now, we are here to talk about tattoos in the workplace. Somebody asked me what I did before I did hair, so I kind of explained that. And I've been tattooed since I was 18, since I could legally be tattooed. So that's my story in a nutshell. And ever since then I moved here, right? You guys, I'm all over the place. It's like I'll like tune into some people's videos on here and they don't say a fucking word. And then I get on here and it's like my therapy each week for myself, and I just unload on you guys. So thank you for listening to my crazy ass. And then I moved here and I was a manager at a skate shop for like 3.5 years, and it was the coolest, funnest job I've ever had. And I worked with a bunch of dudes, all dudes, except for one chick who was the store manager. I was the assistant manager, or something. I was one of them. And that job was rad. If anybody skates or manages a skate shop, or anything like that, or if you snowboard, if you longboard, if you surf, like, I'm into all that. So, anyways. Yes, Robert said his first job was KFC. It's a humbling ass experience, let me tell you guys. Having your first job be in food industry is humbling. It like makes you appreciate it, you know, and then the older you get, you're like, holy shit, like, what a humbling experience that to even have a job. So I'm super thankful. And my mom still owns Quiznos in Fairbanks, Alaska. So I still get to eat for free. It's awesome. It's fucking awesome. I wanted to go back to this KFC comment. I'm like all about this. Robert says, and yes, I wish more people nowadays had that. Where I gotta get to it. Where is it? I gotta get to this, you guys. Basically, these comments. Anyways, he says that he wishes more people would have this same response, this humble spirit by having a job, even it being your first job in the food industry. So yeah, it's funny because a lot of people will know me from social media, and I think a lot of people have like a warped idea about how, like, I think people have a warped idea about how maybe they see me. Like, I am just like you. Like, my first job was in the food industry. I am nobody special. Like, sure, I've worked my ass off to get to where I am today and to earn the things I've earned today, but like, I had to fucking army crawl through like football fields of shit just to get here. So anyways, I think today is all about appreciation and humility. That's how I feel. Yes. Latasha says, I used to work at KFC in Glendale. Then you know. You understand. Yes, I do have tattoos on my back. Can you kind of see? Am I in the center? So I got this pirate ship when I was 18. This I got in the last few months. This I got, I think, when I was like 24, 25. Yeah. So yeah, I just ranted for so long, you guys. So yeah, so if you're new to the conversation, I have been talking about being tattooed in the workplace, how it has affected you. Do you have a boss that hates your tattoos? What kind of job do you have? Leave it in the comments below and let's talk about it. William says, what is my job and do my tattoos affect it? Well, I am a hairstylist, so I can be as tattooed as I want to be. Yeah, and I've been a hairstylist for the last 10 years. Wow, so yeah. So no, like, let me think here. I work at a fairly hip Portlandia type of salon. It's called Kel's Beauty. It is in the Hollywood district. If anybody watches Portlandia, I was also on the most recent season of Portlandia. I was just an extra, but still, like, you can't live in Portland and not be on Portlandia. It's just, I feel like it's like a rite of passage. So I think I'm on Portlandia season 7, episode 4, with the chick. I forgot what her name was, but she's the mom on Jurassic World, and she's also Fern on Jawbreaker, and she's on Ant-Man as the mom. So yeah, it was so cool. Ryan says he works for Microsoft and they love them. Encourages diversity in the workplace. Well, I wish more people were as lucky as you. My shin tattoo. So, oh, this is this is pretty easy here. Okay, I can get down with this. Okay, so I will take you guys through some of my tattoos once again. This tattoo right here is, as you can see, a lady with a bird head type of deal. This is the first, this is the first and the only tattoo I've had done by a chick, in fact. This tattoo right here is a Skeksis from the Dark Crystal, done by Josh Oshier. I believe he's in Florida. This was done by Derek Ward. My Chucky tattoo was done by Dustin Kendig. Oh, no, that lighting's bad. This is done by Dustin Kendig at Ronin Living Art Studio here in Portland, Oregon. This is done by Waldo McClanahan. I think in Gresham. I think. This was done by Derek Ward. Boop. It says Humble Pie. This one was also done by Derek Ward. This one was done by Derek Ward. This one was done by Derek Ward. This one up here was done by Derek Ward. This one was done by Joseph Hefts at Reverend Tattoo in Las Vegas. I had it done a couple months ago in Pasadena. Those are my leg tattoos. My chest was done by Bob Jones, right here. My whole arm was done by Derek Ward. This was done by Derek Ward, Bob Jones. Woo. Yeah. So yeah, it's a little bit more of a tattoo walkthrough for anybody curious about what kind of tattoos I got. I keep getting asked. Yeah, and if you guys like this video, please do me a favor, like the video, actually like it. Reshare it to your friends so that they can watch it later. Yeah. And leave me a comment below because we're talking about tattoos in the workplace. What kind of job do you have? Does your boss absolutely hate your tattoos, or are they totally okay with them? The butterfly. It's actually a moth and it's right here. I've got a onesie on, so I can't really show you that. But if you want to see it, you can go to my Instagram, which is right here. Backwards. Right here. Screenshot that. And go ahead and send me a message on wherever you can find me. Facebook, Instagram. I use Instagram probably the most. And leave me some topic ideas so that we can chat about it and come up with awesome topics to talk about. Thank you. Yeah. Oh yeah, my knee. And I think it's like it's a beetle. This was done by Derek Ward again. Look at that. And his artwork is really super awesome. If you guys want to check it out, he's on Instagram, and he's on Facebook as well. He does sell his flash work, so just reading. Brandon says that in construction, all tattoos are allowed. Maybe at your construction business, I do know that some people in the construction business can't, but everyone's different, of course. I think it just depends on where you live in, what city you're at, how many people are working there. No, somebody asked me if the moth symbolized anything, any story or anything like that. No, it did not. Just like this gypsy head didn't symbolize anything, I just thought it was pretty. I do have a memorial piece back here on my back. It was my boyfriend of 5 years. 5 years. Right here. Bob Jones did that. There we go. A great way. That's awesome. I love memorial tattoos. I think they're special. So if you want to be reminded or, you know, have that memory, that fond memory somewhere, why not put it on your skin? Paul G says, retail, and it depends on the ink. On the ink, most of us have them. But what do you have to wear at your job? Do you have to wear button-ups? Do you have to cover them up? My right arm. This is my left arm. This took a few months. You know, that's a lie, man. I think this one was spanned out over like a year. And this one was obviously patched together. These pieces were done, like this was all done. This was done, obviously. This was done. If I could go back in time and kind of like reduce it, I would probably like line my whole arm and then do all the shading and then the color. But I can't go back in time, so. Any piercings? I used to have my bridge pierce. Look at this. Boop, boop. I had my vertical labret. I had my lip, my Medusa. What else? I have dermals right here. I had my collarbones pierced. I had my sternum pierced. I had my belly button pierced. What else? That's it. On my ears. My ears are stretched too. I think it's a little over an inch. An inch and an eighth, maybe? Aw, Brian says he has a memorial tat for his mom. She lost her fight with cancer. I'm so sorry. Ugh. But that is a fantastic way of remembering your mom. I would do the same exact shit. Like, if my parents if anybody else in my family, or if anybody in my family passes away, I will definitely be getting memorial tattoos of them. So, yeah. April says, or is asking, do I know of any good scar cover-up artists in Texas? No, you know, I haven't even been to Texas. Is anybody watching, are you from Texas? Auto technician, not even the big bosses care about tattoos or tunnels even. That's awesome, Seth. Seth says that his big bosses, or the big bosses, they don't even mind, so that's nice. There's a ton on my legs. If you want to scroll back to my like tattoo tour, I went through all of them basically. Or if you missed that, you can go to my Instagram page. I want to say the details are above. But if they're not, which they probably are, this is me. I have the same ratty ass sign every single time. I just think this is easy. This is a very smart idea. I actually yanked it from my girl Jordan Ryder. Only she's got a fancy pants printout one. But I don't have a printout one. So if you just screenshot that, that's where you can find me. Hello! John says he's covered in prison tattoos, but good quality. You know about that is I had a buddy, and he went to prison. 2 of them, actually, like homies that I used to get in trouble with all the time when I was a kid. Like, we were just off being rascallions and smoking weed and getting in trouble. They both went to prison, sadly, or jail, prison, jail, whatever. And they came out and they got so many tattoos, but they were all really good. It was all black and gray, of course. But they were awesome. So, they were awesome. The tattoo above my eye says Faith. And that was done by Jared Pessler, who is a phenomenal tattoo artist. You can find him on Instagram, or you can find him on Facebook. Billy is asking me, is there such a thing as too many tattoos? You know, man, I'm not sure how to answer that one. I don't know. A lot of people will, you know, you should ask Yalzi that. There's this dude named Yalzi, and he's a phenomenal, super nice dude, and he's got an amazing collection of tattoos, and I don't know how he does it, because he's tattooed everywhere, pretty much. I don't know if he just touches up old stuff, or if he finds little tiny areas of just skin and is able to tattoo that. I think he's tattooed his ears, his jaw, his whole head, some on his forehead. I don't know if he has his palms tattooed. Thank you. My thumbnail popped off, but other than that, my nail tech is the shit. I love them. They're actually purple. They're purple to blue. I'll just name off everyone, but my nail tech is Polished in Portland. Shout out to Christy. She does nails here in Portland. You can find her on Instagram and on Facebook under Polished in Portland. Tell her your girl sent ya. Tell her your girl sent ya. Yeah. I had to like re-say that because I don't know if I said that right. Anyways, my hairstylist is Tiffany Lewis out of Kel's Beauty in Portland, Oregon. My microbladist is Erica Brown out of Viva La Brow, and she's on Facebook and Instagram as well. Let's see, brows, hair, nails. Gosh, what else? Is that everything? Yeah, I think that's what's up. I do have a tanning bed here at my house, so I tan here. A lot of you guys might think, why do you go tanning and you have tattoos? Did they ruin your tattoos? I actually have eczema, so it helps like bring the inflammation down. And I get some vitamin D as well. So I don't go tanning all the time, but my forehead says faith. And then I have various tattoo artists who have tattooed me. If you want to see the tattoo tour that I probably gave twice, scroll back and watch it. Or if you want to see all of my tattoos and my modeling photos, that's where you can find me. Bye, Pamela. Where's my retainer from? What do you mean? My retainer? And it's not gauge out your ears, it's stretch your ears out. I have to correct you. I've been stretching my ears since I was 14, I think. And I used to start like, I started very small, like earring size, obviously. But I started with like tampons, obviously not used ones, but like, you know, the plastic applicator of a tampon, like really small ones, and then I like stretched them big. I've used pen caps. I've used all kinds of things to stretch my ears. On your bougie. I don't know what that is. I think that's like a word that young people use nowadays, but I'm not so hip, so I don't know. I'm 30. I don't use the word bougie. I'm good. I'm fabulous. Actually, I think I'm going to go see Life. So I had a pre-talk before I got on here, just to kind of like see what I should be talking about, or like what was, you know, a good topic to talk about. And the topic we've been talking about is tattoos in the workplace. And I'm like, I think it's a fantastic topic. But a lot of the time I talk about movies because I'm a huge movie nerd. I know a lot of pointless movie trivia. I love the movies. I go to the movies a lot. I watch a lot of movies, like a lot. So tonight, I'm pretty sure I'm going to go see Life with Ryan Reynolds and Jake Gyllenhaal, and it's a sci-fi space movie, and I love sci-fi, and I love space movies, so I'm excited. Do you dance? No, I do not dance. I do the grandma bounce. That's all I can do. I'm from Alaska. Marino asked me, where am I from? And I am from Alaska. I'm actually from a small town called Fairbanks, Alaska. I actually did a little bit of a tattoo tour earlier. You can see more, you can see maybe a little bit more of my leg tattoos when it's down here. Kind of, I guess. I'm like, I guess, I don't know. I don't know. It's like falling. Fuck. I didn't see the new Beauty and the Beast yet. I feel like I'm on the fence about the Beauty and the Beast. I did have one of my clients / friends go see it twice though. Oh, I'm gonna go like this. She did go see it twice though, and she loves the movie. So I'm probably sure that I'll wait until it comes out of the movie theater to watch it. You know, I can't really decide whether I want it lower or higher. I like it lower because you can see more of my leg tattoos. Whatever. Work. There we go. There we go. Anyways, so yes, we are talking about tattoos in the workplace. Leave me a comment below and tell me what kind of job you have right now, and are they cool with tattoos? Or has anybody been fired from a job because they're tattooed or pierced, but mainly tattooed? Thank you. I do love the blue. You guys, I'm going to be honest though, I really like my black hair the most. I think I might color my hair black. Back to black. What do you guys think? And the turtle. Yeah, I do have a turtle on here. Right in my arm ditch, I've got a little turtle. We have a giant pig outside. The small little piglets are over at, they're over at, James's brother's house. One of them didn't make it, sadly enough, but the other one is still there, and it's still, like, adorably small. So, that's cool. Rick says he works at Home Depot, and they're totally okay with, tattoos. I'm actually shocked. I thought it was way super corporate and they wouldn't be okay with that. You guys, I think I'm going to call it. I think I'm going to call it for the night. Thank you so much for watching. I love being able to come on here each week and talk to you guys about certain subjects and topics. Today, if you missed it, go ahead and rewatch it. We're talking about tattoos in the workplace, how they have affected you in your life. Do you have kids? Do your kids love your tattoos? Have you been fired from a job because you're tattooed? Which I think is bullshit, but it happens. Anyways, also, if you enjoyed this video, please like it, reshare it so that your friends can watch it, especially your friends you know who have tattoos in the workplace too as well. And if you missed it or if you didn't read it in the description box, this is where you can find me. Whew. Please send me a message and tell me what you guys think I should talk about next time. Like, what are some good live video topics for me to talk about? Because I don't want to just sit here and say nothing, because that's just boring. So yeah, I love you guys. Thank you so much, Inked Mag. Y'all are the best. Bye.